Right, guess what? I'm going to tell you something, right? Ever since I was, well, very, very small as a child, if I wanted something, I got it. One of the very first things I said to my mum, and this is going back donkeys years ago, she used to travel on buses, and I used to always sit on the front of the bus at the top. Do you remember that little spy hole? I used to always sit there. I used to get very, very annoyed if, when we went up onto the top deck, if somebody was sitting there, because I couldn't sit there. And there was times where I did that, and I would imitate what the driver was doing. 2006, I went to the buses, and here's the daft bit. The instructor who I first went out with down at the Riverside Retail, just across from Newburn, took me out on the coach, and I went across 8 curbs. And as we came back across the White Bridge, just coming up to the White Bridge, and he said, "Just pull in there, son." I went, "Fair enough." Pulled in, and he got into the driver's seat, and he drove us back to the depot. He wrote a report which took him half an hour, and he said in his report, "This guy has no idea, he has no clue, and the chances of this guy being a bus driver, non-existent." When I was talking to the gaffer, well, the assistant gaffer of the depot, he read the report out in front of us, and he turned round and he went, "Well, I'm very sorry to tell you." And you know what I said to him? The guy's dead, by the way. I said, "John, I'll see you in 3 months." And 3 months later, I went back in. Now, many people turn around and they say about spelling and mathematics. They're not my best points. But as I say, when I went back 3 months later, something amazing happened. I scraped through the tests by 1 point. 1 bloody point. And I went into training school. Now, where I worked, many of the drivers turned around and were betting who is going to come through. And when I did eventually pass at the second attempt, one of the lads who was on my roster turned round and he called me everything under the sun. And I says to him, it was about a few months later, I says, "What the hell was that crack about?" Because we were doing a shift swap. And he turned around and he says, I lost money on you. He says, we only thought you were going to do like a week, 2 weeks, maybe more. And then you're going to jack it in. And this lad I got on well with, and we became friends over 11 years. The moral of the story, never, never, ever give up. If you believe in something, if in here you believe in something, never ever give up. Somebody turns around and tells you, it's never going to happen, son. Prove them wrong. That's it. Hope you liked the video.